Hello. Oh yeah, Reptar's stoned. Dang it. Oh, I gotta figure that out. I'm a bit tired today because I did a lot of stuff yesterday. Okay, wait. Our health is like okay, and I used the cottage last, and so I think we can venture around. I think I already checked this town, and they didn't have the de-stoning thing. So let's go to another place. Can we take him? Yeah, let's take him. Magic. So yeah, I think in the last video, I kind of talked about the things that I was gonna do, like, before school starts again for me. I think I talked about what I'd do, like, within this next week. Most of which was finishing Theory 3 stuff, so the rest of my textbook. And I had it all planned out. Wait, okay, hang on. If I go... Oh, that's right, wait, this is the part where I went through some, like, hole in the land, right? So I probably can't... Wait a minute, can I sail all the way, like, down here? Can I sail around there? Should we go on an adventure? Spoilers, I totally looked it up. And, like, the elf place, the elf town, somewhere. Here, the Elfheim, they have the glass thingies that I can de-stone Reptar. Is that how you say it? De-stone. But yeah, so I can go there to grab some stuff, but I also read that there's like some new place that I can go to get the spell. And I think maybe Elfheim is also, like, they had all those other spells, right? Because Cynthia doesn't have any level 2 spells and can probably have some more 3 and 4. I just didn't have Gil before. So I think I want to go fill those. And then, yeah, probably Majin Buu could have stuff too. In any case, I definitely want to at least have some more of those glass thingies, the items, and then we'll see about getting actual, like, spells for it. Majin Buu is like hella OP with like the AoE stuff. Anyway, yeah, so I had made a whole plan to do Theory 3 stuff for like the next week. And I'm sure I went through the whole calculation of like Theory 3 being a whole quarter's worth and a quarter being like 3 months, but Theory 3 is like half of the time is the rest of the textbook, and then the other half is like starting speed building. And so really it'd be like a month and a half or so. And I was like, yeah, I'll just do that in like a week. It's not a big deal, right? And so of course I sat down to like do it the other day. Like I started that one day. I think I recorded the last Let's Play in the middle of me studying that first day of Theory 3. Like I was taking a break or something. And then yesterday I did like the next lesson and I just got so bored. I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing this anymore. I don't want to do this as a career. It's like, what's the point? And I started latching on to that kind of pattern of thinking. And when I get like that, my ADHD just like goes wild. It's like, get me out of it. It's like a flight or flight response. Yeah, I can walk through here like this. Okay. Dude, there's wolves in the middle of town. Fortunately, I'm here to help you all. Yeah, so I got to this point of not wanting to do the work because I was getting bored and I was like not motivated. And you know, my coping strategy is learning, so somehow I thought it'd be a great idea to just escalate the issue. such a drama queen. I escalated the issue and I just learned all of it yesterday. I was like, okay, I don't want to drag this out for a whole week, and so I'm just gonna do all of it now, and then I don't have to worry about it. And I'm sure somewhere somebody is like, what? But in my mind it just totally made sense, and I was like, what do I need to do to make this happen? And I was like, you know, the kids are, oh wait, what's this? Reduce fire damage? Are these the only level 3 spells? Like, I might as well get it, right? Or, wait, why didn't I get this before? I didn't have Gil before. Yeah, let's just fill it out. Fill out all the spell sections. Oh yeah, I also need to get the glass things here. Yeah, this is the one that has like multiple magic shops. So, okay, wait, let me focus on this before I forget what I'm doing. Okay, I have that one. Drives all enemies away in fear. Okay, yes. Okay, invoks, cure silence. Have we had an issue with silence before? I'll just get it anyway. What was this one? I'm really bad at using like mitigation, like defensive mitigation stuff. Like in 14 it's like, okay, I just don't take that much damage, but like things like reduces ice damage or fire damage, I'm like, I can't with that. So like I understand in theory what it's for, but in the moment I'm like, nah, just more damage. Which is why I'm not a very good strategist. Okay, and then we'll go see if I can fill out Majin Buu's magic spells. Okay, I have that one. Okay, so you can have one more. Put one enemy to sleep or cause the enemies to turn on each other. I like that one more. I'm a very offensive person. Wait, I shouldn't say it like that. I like to attack things more than defend myself when I play video games, I guess. Okay, bro, this Cure Stone is 500 gil a lot. Can I get a few? Let's get a few. Is that overkill? We'll start with 5. Because I gotta go through that whole, like, cave. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully I don't... Hold up. I had one already. I just bought 5, right? I had one already, so I could have cured Reptar? Bro. The heck? I'm not gonna go back to double check, but dang. Okay, and I had a remedy. Do I need that? No. Cynthia just got silence. Cures darkness. I don't know. I'll just get a few. Sure. Okay, I got a lot of poison. Cynthia can revive now, so that's fine. Let me get maybe a little bit more. Just in case Cynthia needs it to help us. Okay, I think that's fine. Wait, I got the glass things right. There's... Oh, what? I keep saying glass. It's gold needles? Okay. Bro. Just going to the inn work out. I think what I'm gonna do to maximize how much I used because I used the cottage before, and then Reptar didn't get destoned, and so I'm gonna quick save. We're gonna go adventuring to see if we can go to that other new city, town, village in the southeast area, because I looked up some stuff. I'm not ashamed, I'm not embarrassed. I literally am somebody who makes guides, you know? Like, they're there for people to use. Because it's like, if I'm gonna get fussy about not being able to find stuff and like progress through the story, then I just might stop playing in general. And so I'd rather just get a little bit of help and then continue on. And that's a life lesson too, bro. Like, when you need help with something, it's totally cool to just like, you know, ask for help and then get the support you need to continue doing whatever you need to do in life, which is what I did yesterday, where I was like, I don't want to study this boring thing to me now. It's not that steno to me is boring, it's just like the lessons themselves. I'm not a big fan of rote memorization, and so when it's just like, all right, here, this is like the idea of what we're learning, just write like 200 words now. I'm like, dude, that's so boring. Like, can I have some context here? You know, so I much prefer the paragraphs I have to write where there's like a bit of a story going on. But I don't like it when it's just like pages of like words. It's just like, imagine a sheet of paper that has 3 columns of words going down, you know, like, I didn't actually do the math on that, but I wrote a lot of words yesterday, and I just wanted to get it all done, really. And so that I looked at the rest of the textbook and was just like, yeah, okay, literally we're just wrapping up loose ends on a lot of this stuff, and they're just making me do repeated words here. Like, it's not repeated words necessarily, but like just writing words again and again. They're a little bit different, but it's like there's nothing really new about it except for that the word is a little different. Like the theory of it is not different. Like I learned how to write the ending ache, then, you know, I write stomach ache or belly ache, and then it's like, how many more words with ache at the end do I have to write? Like, can you make a story for me so it's a little more interesting? Jeez. Okay, I don't know if I can find the thing. Anyway, so that was, it was like the process itself was not like feeding back into itself. Like, there wasn't a positive feedback. Whenever I was writing like paragraphs, I was like, oh yeah, this is neat, this is fun, but like not just the list of words. Oh, here we go. Okay, I guess we're gonna go exploring. Oh, there's like a little spot in the like circle-y area there. I think that's it. Oh yeah, and then there's the other thing up there. I'll figure it out. I'll just wander. We should be okay. Ankheg. Let's do a heal. Yeah. And then let's see. Anyway, so I was like, how do I prepare myself for just getting all of this done today? Yesterday, I thought to myself. And I was like, well, I could pull an all-nighter. Like, you know, my sleep schedule is a little different now. Usually I'm up at night and I sleep during the daytime, but because of like my doctor's appointments and phone calls and stuff, I've had to switch it to like normal people hours. Which, oh, there it is, the town. Begrudgingly, I have accepted that I need to be awake when other people are awake to get things done. That's fine. I'm dealing with it. But yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'll get to wake up, or I'll stay up into my beloved night and study stuff and blah blah. And I'll really play it up. I'll have a whole, like, I used to go to hackathons a lot, and what I liked about it was everyone was working, there was like food provided, you didn't have to worry about this and that, you're just focusing on a project. So I was like, okay, I'll like get a pizza, oh, maybe I'll even drink soda, maybe I'll have a snack. And so I made it a big deal. Like, I went to my roommate and I was like, dude, you want pizza tonight? He's like, hell yeah. And I was like, you want soda? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I might buy ice cream too. And he's like, hell yeah. And I was like, oh, great. He's just on board. You know why. Crescent Lake. Yes, this is the place that has the thing. So Cynthia can cure. Okay, so I want to know if going to the inn will recover the stone, and if it doesn't, I'm gonna be a little upset for like 2 seconds. Alright. Cynthia, let's go get your destoning spell. Okay, this. Stona, cure stone. Let's go. Okay, exit. Transport the party out of dungeons. Hell yeah. Nobody can learn it. No! Okay, who can use that then? And how do I change their jobs? Not that I want to lose my party, but like, dang, that's hella useful. Raises the party's defense. I already said I'm bad at stuff like that. Raises the party's evasion. As in, like, we'll be better at leaving. I feel like I'd use this more because when I'm actively thinking about leaving, I'd want to be able to. But if I'm actively starting to die, I probably won't think about raising our defense. I'd just start healing. So, just, I know the strategy would be better to go this way, but there's no point if I'm not gonna actually do that. So, wait, but I can't even use this, so I might as well just get both. Alright. Okay, but also, we don't have that much money, so let's go look at... Wait, what did I just buy? Proterra... Wait, what's this one? I got the defense one? No! Okay, we'll just get it. We'll just get the other one too. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, the rest of the thing, let's see what Machambu can get. Did I mention that I'm a bit tired and scattered? Because I did a lot yesterday. Okay, death. Oh. Wait, these sounds familiar. Did I already... Calls an earthquake to swallow enemies? Dude, that's so... that's so extra. Yes. Lightning damage to all enemies? Yeah. Okay, now I just don't have any more money. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Well, Cynthia, let's see it. Stona. Nice. Okay, how much money do we need? Can we just... I don't like the idea of just like killing things, but there's some dudes doing a dance over there. Spoilers. Okay, let me... I need to do things like in order a little bit right now, or else I'm just gonna get scattered. I didn't even finish exploring the cave, so let me just get a little bit more gil so I can finish getting the spells, and then we'll explore this city and then, or village. Hello. Oh, are you two friends? That's nice. You both match really well with each other, like in terms of... Didn't I just buy some stuff? Okay, I'll just regular. Yeah. You both have this, like, pink and... Okay, I wasn't prepared for socializing. This is what I'm saying, like, I only have so much energy and I can only apply so much to certain things, and so when I max in my studying, I don't have very good social skills, you know what I'm saying? So, here we are. Okay, quake. Oh yeah, I want to see what this looks like. Calls an earthquake to swallow the enemies. Go back to the earth, you worms. Wow, they're strong. Wow! Dude, the black mage is like hella got so much like animation budget. So yeah, I was gonna like order all this like basically junk food. And I was like, but this is what the college kids like eat all the time. I'm just having an all-nighter as a regular college kid, even though technically I'm in between colleges right now. Like, give me 1 more month and I'll be back in college, okay? But still, honorary college student right now. I'm gonna eat pizza, have soda, and you know, have some snacks, and I'm gonna get my work done. I'm gonna get my schoolwork done. And so I ordered the stuff, and then I went back to work on studying the things, and yeah, it was great. And my roommate was like, oh yeah, we can get pie after you're done, and I was like, hell yeah. There's like this pie shop a few blocks away. Wow, there's a whole gang. Ooh. Did I upset you all and you brought your pets? Or are you showing your pets to us because I've made a lot of efforts to communicate well with you? That's so nice. Am I part of the clan now? What well-trained scorpions you have? Oh wow, we're getting super poisoned. Okay, okay. Yes, this is nice. We're all getting along. Whoa. Wow. Dude, Majin Buu is so theatrical. Okay, how much? Oh, I got enough gil. I think I got enough gil. Cynthia, can you cure them? Can I, like, move the things? Or are they stuck in that particular order? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, anyway. Let's go back. Get Majin Buu that one other spell. And then go exploring. Dude, the art here is so cute. Was it this? Death? Yes. Okay. So should I explore here or should I like go back to the cave? I'll explore. I don't have much money anymore, but ooh, mithril sword. A sword or axe? Well, technically you're a warrior. I'm not gonna have any more money. That's fine. Equip. Okay. Save it. Alright, let's go talk to these people and see what other things they're gonna have me do. Oh, you're sleeping? Okay. Ooh, a buckler? Trunks? Usually suitcases, which are also called trunks, have buckles on them, so that makes sense. Okay, I don't have enough money for this stuff, you guys, but I will swing back here later. Do you see, like, in pixel art, when you have, like, trees like this and a little flower patch, it works out because, like, the map itself is relatively small. But when you have a 3D game and you have, like, a small, tiny little patch of, like, flowers and just a few trees, in 3D, you gotta add a little bit more than that, you know? It's too sparse. You have way too much space around, so it doesn't work out very well. But, like, yeah, in pixel art, because you're limited, there's ways to, like, fill it out and it doesn't look too busy and doesn't look too sparse. Okay, this is the thing. Okay. Men, they very openly show gravestones in this place. My husband is always traveling, and in the little time he is home, he sleeps all day. I think he needs to get his priorities straight. It makes sense if he's traveling and working that he would be tired as soon as he gets home, but if you don't like to reap the benefits of his work, such as the income, then that is something you'll have to discuss with him and also figure out if, you know, you can balance a smaller income with more time with your husband if that's what you're asking for. Like, it's all about communication. Alright, who are these dudes? I'm Lucan. Oh yeah, somebody mentioned his name before. I see a cycle of wrath, a dim light, guided by destiny, about which our entire future revolves. Spoilers. 12 sages are we, guided to this land by the stars and prophecy. You made me rhyme out loud. 4 great crystals exist in this world. The light that once shone within them is now lost. The 4 fiends of chaos block the power of the crystals, claiming it as their own. I fought them in 14 already. The 4 fiends. Fire, earth, water, and wind. These are the 4 forces that compose our world. Yes. The sources of the 4 forces are the altars scattered throughout the world. Defeat the fiends that have taken root there and lift up the crystals you carry to the altar. The crystal should regain its brilliance. How do you know? The 4 fiends plot to rule the world, both past and present. The Fiend of Wind appeared 400 years ago, followed by 200 years later by the Fiend of Water. Together they laid waste to the civilization to the north. I mean, is it really important for me to remember these numbers? Because I'm not going to be able to. The Fiend of Earth rots the land. Oh, okay. Where the Fiend of Fire passes, all is engulfed in flame. Alright. When all 4 crystals shine once more, return here. All will be revealed. Bring the light of the 4 crystals to us, warriors of light, only you can do this. Power must be directed towards its proper end. 400 years ago it was wind, 200 years ago it was water, then came earth and fire. Okay, legit, I'm not gonna be able to remember that. The 4 forces that make up the world. Would it have been different if I read it like counterclockwise, do you think? Anyway, okay, so you guys are basically telling me to go save the world, and I think that's fine because it's a video game, but honestly sometimes if like kids are playing things where they're expected to carry the weight of the world all the time, then they're gonna grow up with all these expectations of themselves and then probably develop some perfectionist tendencies and not know how to handle it. So it'd be nice if somebody showed up and like helped me out, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, back to the cave. Anyway, so yeah, I bought pizza and and soda. My roommate enjoys eating Red Baron's pepperoni pizza. Usually when we share it though, I'll get like the supreme one because I like olives and like the tiny amount of vegetables. Sisters, are we having like a girls' night tonight? Ew, ew. I didn't mean to say ew, that was just a echolalia sound. That was a, oh, it's like a half between oh and oh look, because I realized that the sky is bright right now, and so it's not a sleepover, it's still daytime. So like brunch, are we having brunch right now? Hanging out, having brunch? Do you guys have matching anklets? That's cute. It reminded me of like my sock situation. I used to never be able to wear different pairs of socks. I just bought the same like package of socks for so many years because of the texture and like the sensory aspect of like how much tension and elasticity the socks had. This whole situation. And when I discovered my autism, I was like, I'm gonna have to start working on some of this stuff because dude, sometimes the store's not gonna have the same exact brand of socks I'd like, okay? Like, and sometimes it's too cold to be wearing like short socks. It's like the ankle socks, like the Hanes ankle socks, like the sport socks or something. Just the plain white ones. Like that's what I wore for basically all of eternity. And I was like, dude, all these other people can just buy socks whenever they need socks, okay? Like, I want to be able to buy random socks and, you know, just, I don't like being limited like this. And so, at some point, I bought a bunch of, like, cute socks, like Disney socks or something, and then they hung out in the apartment for, like, a year. Until I finally, and I just moved them around. Like, I got familiar with having them near me. And then, after a year, eventually I started wearing them. It was great. I know, the time it takes sounds like a long time, but it was a job well done, so I'm glad it worked out. Whoa, actually, Cynthia, can you cure, Reptar? Actually, Cynthia, maybe we should cure. Maybe we should do a big cure. Yeah. I'm gonna do this. So yeah, we got all this stuff and like the foodstuffs, and then so I made the pizzas. Oh, yeah. Wait, no, my roommate. So my roommate likes a particular brand of pizza, the Red Baron stuff. He likes the pepperoni one, but then together we usually get the supreme one, and then like he'll pick the olives off of his side and like give it to me, things like that. But I was like, no, we're gonna go all out. I'm gonna get my own pizza, and he can just get his regular pepperoni one since that's the one he likes. And so I got the California Pizza Kitchen like barbecue chicken one. I like that one a lot. And I when I was making it, I was like, okay, I gotta break these in half. Like the frozen pizza, I gotta break it in half so I can put it in the oven next to each other. It was a whole situation. There was cheese falling all over the place, but I was like, it's fine, we're committed. This is not the goal today. I can make a mess and I'll just have my roommate clean it up, okay? The goal is to cook the pizza, eat the pizza, and then go back to studying. The mess doesn't matter. And I was like, okay. And so, yeah, I made a huge mess. It wasn't that bad. It was fine. I'm just being dramatic because that's how I tell my stories. And then we had soda. We had the glass bottle of Coke. So for me, with my ADHD, I try not to drink caffeine because I get addicted to caffeine like hella quick. I'm super sensitive to it. But I have found that sometimes if I do have some caffeine, I can focus really well. But it's like, it's only for a certain amount of time, and so I can't have too much. I can't have too much or else I will start getting really bad anxiety. But if I have just enough, then it's enough to help me focus on whatever task at hand, and then I can go like crash later. And so I was either gonna get the glass Coke or Dr. Pepper. And yeah, we went with the glass things of Coke. Okay, here. And then fire. Yeah, the pizza was good, the soda was nice. And then I went back to studying. And then my roommate was gonna go play D&D with his friends. And then I was like, alright, I'll see you when I'm done playing. And like, ideally he would finish at whatever time, and then we could go to the pie shop if I finished all my work. And then eventually I finished my stuff. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so tired. But wow, I did it. I did all the things. But then he was still playing. And so I was just kind of like laying on top of like the banister and just like looking down down the banister, because it's like a sensory thing. You ever been to one of those kids jungle gym sensory room things? They've got those things you can just hang off of, and it's kind of like that, because it makes you feel gravity. And or it's like, okay, like a swing, like if you go to the park and there's a swing set, and instead of sitting on the swing, you like lay on it, like lay your stomach on it, and you kind of hang like that. It's kind of like that. Like I like that feeling because it makes me feel like I'm like falling to the ground, but not really falling to the ground. Like I feel the weight of gravity in that way. So I was doing that, and then eventually he walked out and he was like, hey, yeah, so it's like a long session, like how are you, like how's it going? And I was like, I finished everything. And he was like, oh, you did? Nice. Yeah, I can't go right now. And I was like, it's fine, the place is probably gonna close soon anyway. And he was like, okay, so are you gonna go to sleep? And I was like, yeah, probably. And he was like, well, just don't sleep there, okay? And I was like, okay. And he's like, go to your room. And I was like, okay. I was so dead. But it was exciting being able to have, you know, finish the whole thing and at least talk to my roommate a little bit. Do I need to do... Okay. Oh, I don't have any level 2 spells. Should I go to the inn or should I just use one of these cottage sleeping bag things later? I think I can just go... I think I could just go to the cave. Let's just go to the cave and finish destroying whatever I was supposed to destroy. Cynthia's gotta like heal up some stuff and then darkness. Let's just use these single target ones for now because I don't think these are as strong. Yeah, so with that all done, I kind of am like, yeah, I do want to just chill. And I feel like I'm always saying I want to chill and then I don't really chill. I do end up doing a lot of things. But for real, like, it would be nice to chill. Because when I was having dinner with my roommate, I was like, dude, it's like, I want to, you know, study my theory stuff. And then I want to watch some anime, I want to play some video games, and, you know, whatever. But here I am, I can't do that. And so, like, I'm going to do all of my studying in one day, and then I'm going to do all of the video games in one day, and then all of the anime in one day. And I don't know how to, like, balance out my days. Like, it's so hard. And he like, jumping on my trampoline, just, like, nodding along, like, sounds like a problem. But then he's also very supportive, and so I kind of was just venting anyway. I didn't need him to like give me suggestions or anything, but yeah, that was the whole thing. And so my idea is, yeah, I'm just gonna play video games and watch anime today. And then, yeah, when I came to that realization, I was like, dude, I am a college student now. I just had like a college meal, and I just want to play video games and watch anime. I get it. I get it now. For so long I didn't understand, but now I get it. Wait, is this the cave I need to go to, or is it a different cave? Cavern of Earth? Right, yeah. This is the one where the vampire was, and then... Okay, hold up. Am I gonna be able to... Let's at least heal people up a little bit more. It's fine. So I think we should explore a little bit, and then I'll probably have to leave and like use the cottage thing. And then... where's the map? Here we go. Where was it? I go to the west, right? To get at it, to go down the stairs. Yeah. This cave is so big. Oh, we're gonna have more opportunities to practice my socializing with the Minotaur. Oh, hello. Yeah, sure. That was my roommate. He asked if I wanted an egg. He just woke up. He's making breakfast. Yeah, whoa, it's like hella late. He stayed up a lot later than I did. Anyway. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, being a college student. Dude, I mean, I don't wanna... It's fun for like a day. Or a little bit, you know, but I don't want to... That's like not my standard lifestyle. Well, I guess if college students are socially awkward and trying to learn about themselves, that is my lifestyle. Okay. Fine. I keep wanting to like mention something, then I lose my train of thought. He dropped something. It didn't sound like it broke though, so it should be fine. Oh, I bought more of the next 2 books for the French textbooks. I was debating on it for a while, and I was like, well, I was like kind of fading out on it, like, oh, I think they're fine. I was kind of fading out on actually continuing with the French textbook stuff, but I kept thinking about it. And I was like, okay, do you want this to study from it, or do you just like the idea of collecting textbooks, or like what? And I was like, can it be both? I was like, okay, sure. And like the textbooks themselves aren't that expensive, and so I was like, all right, let's just get them. And if I happen to skim through them, that'd be cool. Dude, I was studying on Duolingo today, and like I was almost done with a certain section. And they had this like little game, and I was like, oh, that's cute. But then it like crashed the whole app. And so I was like, okay. And so I did it again, and then it crashed again. And I was like, bro, game's not cute anymore. Like, I'm almost done with this whole unit. I want to move on to the next unit. Like, you're gonna have me be stuck here cleaning this like map for this like family and telling them directions when they could have, you know, done it themselves. Man. So I know that's a lot of specific details, but yeah. So I ended up like the lesson right after that would have just been a review of the entire unit, and for the next unit they have a skip here. Like if you want to skip here, you can like test into it. And so I was like, maybe I'll just do that, because I would have just been doing a review anyway. And so where am I going? Right. So I ended up just skipping the game, since I basically did it like 3 times, and it kept crashing. And then I moved into the next unit. I've been hustling to like stay on the leaderboard to get promoted to the next league, and there are like these 2 other people who are just like studying the same amount as me, and I noticed that like I will study just a little bit more than past their experience points, and then like when I wake up I see that they did just a little bit more than me, and I was like, yeah, we're really just, you know, using each other as a way to like progress and stuff. It's not the top 3 though. The top 3 people are like have 2,000 points ahead of me. So like I'm at 2,000 points for this week, and the people who are in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, they all have like 4,000, so they're studying way more, and that's fine. Like, but then like the 3 or 4 other people that are more in my league, in my section of the league, all of us are hovering around 2,000. We're trying to outbeat each other, I guess. I'm just making drama, you know? It stirs things up. It's slightly competitive, but it doesn't actually, like, you know, mean that much. And so I think it's a healthy amount of competitiveness. It would be different if I felt like I had to do it and I was obsessed, which I have had issues with in the past. But now I'm kind of just like, oh, Mary, how could you? That's not their name. I don't remember what their name is. But yeah. Dang, what was I gonna say before? I don't remember. Oh yeah, so like with the steno stuff, even though like I finished through the textbook, and I definitely have like some anxieties of, I guess, imposter syndrome when I finish things so quickly. Like I get these intrusive thoughts of people being like, are you sure you actually know it though? Like, you're just so fast. Like, it doesn't count if you just skim through everything. And like, I know that a lot of that is just my bad experiences growing up, and it's like other people's voices in my head kind of saying those things. But because I am still trying to work on it, it's something that I still have to think about. And so, you know, I'll talk back. I'll be like, yeah, actually, if we're going off of, you know, the record of what it takes to finish this stuff, yeah, I would say that I have finished all the things. Like, the goal of learning theory is to be able to write accurately, efficiently, like to know enough of the theory, the structure of the code for English in this written form, to be able to write whatever comes at you. And as I'm going through the text, I am able to write everything. And even if I don't say it in such a general way, like let's say there's 200 words in like a paragraph or a few paragraphs, like an exercise, I will stumble on maybe like 5 of them. Usually it's whatever new concept that they just presented. Like they'll have paragraphs where it throws in a few different like things, the concepts a few times and whatever. And so in each lesson there's like a few different concepts that you're learning. And so if I'm able to write the entirety of the exercise and only get like 5 out of like 200 incorrect, but then I fix it within like a second of writing it, then I feel like that means I'm in the learning process of this new concept, but I remembered the theory of it real quick so that I could fix it like in real time. And with that, like 5 out of 200, I did the math. It was 0.0025, so it's 2.5%, which means I basically would have a test grade of like 97% accuracy. And in order to pass whatever exam thingy, you have to have over 96% accuracy. And so, you know, for a first pass, after like right after I read about some concept, if I'm already able to get 97.5% accuracy on my first pass, but then I'm like correcting the mistakes as it happens, then I feel it seems like that's pretty good to me. So what I mean by like correcting it in the moment is like, so usually you will take down whatever content it is, and then afterwards you can like edit your stuff and then you turn it in there. And so you can do that in the editing process. Like you can fix your mistakes in the editing process, or if you catch it while you are recording things, like taking it down, then that still counts as kind of just, it makes it faster basically, because then you don't have to go back during the editing process to like try to remember like what you did. Like if anything, it's not recommended to try to like remember your mistakes. It's better to be as accurate as possible while you're taking things down in real time. How do I get over there? Okay, so go here, here, here. Okay. I'm gonna check our health. We're good. Okay, save real quick. So yeah, I feel like I'm doing fine. Oh, hello. I'm recording this. If you don't want your presence known, then don't say anything. Unless you do. Thanks. That was my roommate. Thanks for the egg. Wait, can we still go get pie later?
Yeah, I wanted to ask what your plans were.
Okay, thanks. I also want to go to the store to buy stickers because I did a good job.
Yeah,
I want to put a new sticker in my notebook.
Okay.
Alright.
Great. After you're done playing, we'll hang out.
You don't have to talk to me like a baby.
680.
Yeah, okay, I'll see you. Dude, these fucking birds, these are the ones that stone you.
Yeah.
And
terrifying.
I bought more things to not get stoned.
Okay, what's the item?
I keep saying glass beads, but I think they're gold something. No. Gold needles.
Gold needles.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You gotta go to the elves to buy it. Bye. See, that's my roommate. He's, he acts... I think everybody acts, younger when they first wake up. Because I think, like, the brain is slowly waking up. And so you act a little different. And so, yeah. That's what he's like when he's first waking up. Where? Okay, I go up. Okay, and then to the left like that. Excuse me. What was I talking about? Dang it. This is part of the problem with just hanging out with myself. I don't have somebody else to tell me what I was talking about. And then everything's a blur. Fire. Oh yeah, the theory thing. So yeah, I was like, I think 97% accuracy is pretty good in the moment, but actually technically, like, because I'm fixing things in real time, it's basically 100% accuracy, because by the time I'm done with the entire thing, I don't even have to go back to edit it because I just fix things in the moment. So like, you tell me, am I not good at this, or like what? And I'm totally fine with it if someone wants to tell me I'm not good at this. But the situation is, whenever I do things, people just say that I'm good at stuff, and then I'm like, okay, thanks, but then things don't pan out because I don't have the social skills to handle things. So it's complicating. It is definitely a situation of like, I show my competency and people just, oh, Trunks is sleeping. I think Cynthia has something that can cure sleep, or was that silence? I don't remember. Oh yeah, my roommate is also playing this, but in Japanese right now. Oh man! Okay, so I'm watching this anime right now, Sanrio Boys, and they went to Sanrio Puro Land as like the Hello Kitty like Sanrio theme park. And okay, wait. Do I have a thing to wake them up? Are they still asleep? Oh wait, no, they don't look like they're asleep. I think we're okay. Okay, that's fine. And then I was like, man, I want to go to the Hello Kitty like theme park, and so I researched like what it would take to go all the way to Japan and go there, and I was like, I don't know Japanese. If only. And so like I told my roommate about it, and I was like, yeah, and then I was like, if only I had like a tour guide, someone who knows Japanese and could just take me to the park, and I don't even have to like talk to them that much, and like, you know, they just like understand that I've got neurodiverse needs and all that. And then like as I was saying all that, he was just starting to like slowly start sparkling and be like, that's me, I can do that, I know Japanese, I went there, I can take the train with you. And I was like, oh yeah, my roommate. Okay, the orb. Okay, we got a whole situation. Whoa. I am he who feeds on the power of the earth. Clearly you're gigantic. I will not be disturbed by mortal men. I am the Lich, fiend of earth. Okay. Earlier this morning, I was gonna like play while I was eating breakfast, like my breakfast, but I ate this huge Trader Joe's salad, and it's literally called Crunchy Slaw. So I wanted to save you all from the noise. Okay, wow, dude. Big dude's got a huge dress situation going on. Okay. Is he undead? It's a skeleton, so. Here, I'll use this. This guy might be hella strong. Lightning. Oh, that's probably not gonna work. I have a feeling it's not gonna work, so I'm not gonna even try. Instantly kills all enemies. Like, what's the accuracy on that, you know? I'll use one of these big moves and just see how that goes. Maybe the thunder one first. Wow, okay, I think I have some stuff to like lower the enemy's defense or something. Dude, Majin Buu, hell yeah. Oh, Cynthia can probably get a bit more healing. Cynthia, let's heal everybody. Okay, and Majin Buu, let's do that again. Wait. Well, it's an earth move, so maybe that won't work on this dude since he eats earth. Let's do lightning again. He did an earth move? Oh, I mean lightning move? Thunder move? Wow. Copycat. Okay, Cynthia. Let's spot heal a little bit because I need you alive. And here. Oh man. Okay. Slow? What does slow do? Okay, let's see what else we got. Defense. Deals damage. Maybe that will do some stuff here. I don't have any more magic damage for this, so maybe I can reduce enemies' number of attacks. Raises. Here, I will raise Trunks. Okay, Trunks. Whoa! Whoa, Cynthia, that did so much damage. Oh, we did it! Nice! Literally shone the light on the dude, and then those old men hanging out in a circle probably knew what they were talking about. 3,000 gil, that's like the price of the bracelet we need. There's your yellow crystal. My stomach is digesting. This is the altar of Earth, from which the power of Earth flows forth. Do I do anything with it? Leave? Nice. Okay, hopefully I didn't have to actually do anything else. So, am I done? That's a quick save. Oh, the polka dot puppies again. Oh, it reduces your number of attacks. So yeah, with the Steno stuff, I feel when I'm not feeling tired and insecure, I feel confident that I did learn it well enough. And my level of accuracy is good enough that the first time I wrote it, I only got 5 out of 200 wrong. And by the time I finished the entire thing, I had already corrected everything in real time. So I think that's fine. I'm not gonna like force myself to be a perfectionist. Like, why would you expect somebody to do things perfectly the first time I try something, you know what I'm saying? And it's already close enough. And so at that point, if I try to articulate it to other people, is this going to turn into me doing the thing where it sounds like I'm being like cocky and conceited? And I'm just like, bro, no. Let me just not even talk about it at all. And like, I don't want to be that extreme either. And so to myself, I'm just like, I think this is good. I think this is fine. I'm proud of the fact that I finished the theory quickly, but I'm more proud of the fact that I recognized that I was getting very tired and bored and annoyed and didn't want to do something, and found a way to handle the situation. And by handle it, I mean, yeah, I did escalate it and do everything faster, but the point is I got it done, you know? If instead my plan was, I'm gonna put this aside and spend some time doing other things and maybe swing back to this like a month from now, and we'll just chill, like reinvigorate my, I don't know, like enthusiasm for it, like, then that would have also been fine, but that's not what works for me. And so to me, I did what I knew I could do to balance out my strengths and motivation, and it was fine. Restore the Crystal's grace. I did. Words of light. To you we owe our thanks. The earth is returning to normal. Nice. Stop at my father's shop. Okay. I still don't know who your father is. I'm just a friend. Nice, dude. Restore the Crystal's grace. Okay. Where is the light? This couldn't have happened, wow, without you. The Earth's Schmidum and Veer is coming back. I don't know what that is. Veer? In the cave on the southern tip of this continent land lives a man named Sada. He is a wise man who knows much. Yeah, I talked to him before. I've heard the ancients possess something, the power to make ships float in the sky. Right. Long ago, a prosperous civilization thrived in the north end. Now it's once ruined. I probably have to go there eventually, huh? Okay. The giant living in the cave eats rocks. He'll eat just about any kind of rock, but I hear he especially likes gems. He can't get enough of them. Okay, long ago, Melmon was a beautiful town blessed by the richness of the earth. The earth crystal must be shining again. Yes. Okay, so do I have to go talk to the Sada again? Should I talk to Sada? Do I have to walk there? Or can I take my ship? There might not be a place to dock, so I might have to, I'll just walk there. I feel like I had to walk there. Yeah, so I definitely, when I woke up this morning, I was like, I'm not gonna let myself sink into despair like the last time I did an intensive thing, like the French stuff, where I was just like, what's the point of anything? What's the point of being able to do something? Like, instead, I was trying to recognize like what I could feel proud of, and yeah, so it was the last minute call to change up my plans and instead shake things up, do something a little different so that I could accomplish my goals. My goal happening to be finishing the rest of the theory, and shaking things up being like nothing too detrimental, but wait, whoa. I gotta go through the cave to go over there? Man. Legit, can I like, just take my ship over there? Okay. Oh wait, no, I don't think there's enemies in here. Never mind. God. Right, that big giant was here and then I gave him the thing. Okay. But yeah, so I'm glad I'm able to like slowly shift my perspective to be a bit more positive. Like that's what's important to me. Like what I'm actually learning isn't as important. The content, it is important. Sure, I'll use it maybe somewhere, but like what's more important for me is like to learn some of these life skills that will help me like better manage things in the future for other situations I get into. Like I think that actually is what college should be for. Like, you know, kids go to college, a lot of them are away from their family for the first time, and they gotta like learn some like executive functioning things and take care of like adult things like paying for bills and setting a schedule and all that stuff. And so I'm breaking all that down and trying to fit it with like my ADHD and my autism and all that stuff to figure out what works for me. So I'm proud of that I'm figuring that stuff out. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to this dude and be like, dude, I fixed the crystal situation. It's jars. Dude, I fixed the crystal situation. Restore the crystals to grace. I did! You have nothing else to say to me? Alright. Well, that's that. I guess I could go back to that other town where I bought the destoning spell. Cause that was new. Or I could go back to Cornelia and talk to that dancer to verify that that's what I need to do. That's fine. Dude, the soda was so good. I don't even remember the last time I had soda. I feel like it was probably like in December. I think we went to go donate some stuff. And then I must have had soda then. We make it a whole adventure when we go donate things. Or we don't have a car. So we'll rent a car and we'll fill the entire car up with a bunch of like our donation stuff, and then we'll take it to wherever, and then we'll go to the store. Stuff. Oh yeah, my roommate mentioned his coworkers were gonna start playing like through the Final Fantasy games. So starting with this one. And he was like, oh, maybe I'll share my roommates like Let's Plays and stuff. But then like when he was talking to me about it, he was like, wait, but I should probably like ask you first, but then also check to make sure it's nothing like too bad. And I was like, dude, it's nothing bad. I'm just, you know, talking about my life and the struggles of having skills but being unemployable, and, you know, trying to learn how to talk to people, and I'm playing the game. Like, what's so wrong about that? Like, you don't want your roommates to know about me? Wow. I mean, you don't want your coworkers to know about your roommate? Wow. And then he was like, no, I'm sure it's fine. And then I was like, yeah, it's just, well, the other day I've been practicing talking to these minotaurs, and I'm getting better at giving compliments because I accidentally almost was racist the other day. And he's like, whoa, what? And I was like, no, it's just because, well, the minotaur's pink. And I was like, how did you get pink skin? And I realized I probably shouldn't talk to them about their skin so directly. And then I panicked. And so I'm trying to rectify the situation. He was like, I don't think that that's good. And I was like, dude, everyone has to learn somehow, okay? And wouldn't it be better that they actually learned how to be nicer instead of, it's not like people can just automatically be nice, okay? It's a learning process. What are you talking about? So we got into a thing that at some point he knows that I'm just being silly. But yeah. So, if my roommate's watching this to like fact check that I'm not, I don't know, what's the word called where you talk about personal things that are like way too personal? Dox? If he wants to make sure I'm not doxing anybody, then cool. I am, wait, I could go through here. Oh hello, roommate. Oh, how did you think you sounded earlier? I don't know if the mic even picked it up. Dude, are you gonna be embarrassed if your coworkers hear you talk like that? Wow. Okay. Let's go to Cornelia and then I will finish eating this thing and then we'll go off to the pie shop. Oh yeah, I wanted to like reward myself for a good job. And so I want to get these stickers I saw at the bookstore. It's hella cute. And I'm just like, you know, if I was allowed to like cute things when I was younger, like if I was allowed to have and just enjoy Hello Kitty stuff and Sanrio stuff, like if I was allowed to just be a young child, not even a young girl, but just like a young child, like actually be a child, maybe I wouldn't sound so like mean and grumpy all the time. I'm not saying I sound mean and grumpy all the time, but you know, like sometimes people perceive it as such. I can't help it that like this is naturally my monotone voice. I can help it, but it costs a lot of masking and stuff, but like maybe I would have changed up the type of things that I say. Instead of bluntly saying things like your skin is pink, I'd be like, that's a nice skin tone. I wouldn't say that. See, even now I'm struggling. I don't know what else to tell you. How about we have that dance? What do you say? What? No. You're supposed... Don't we have other things to do? What? Okay, well, I took care of the crystal and there's like 3 more, so I'm sure there's other things I have to take care of. But yeah, you know, like if when I was younger, I could actually act like a child. Why is he stoned? Oh, yeah, okay, that was the last time I saved. Okay. Do that, and we'll do a quick save. If I had gotten to just embrace these things, these like cute little stationaries and whatever, I'd probably be a totally different person and probably would have saved me some years of like mental health work, but it's fine, you know, like I don't regret it or anything. I think it's like I like who I am now and it's working out fine. But yeah, I'm definitely in the phase. I feel like I've escalated to like elementary school level of emotional intelligence, but I still want stickers because I need to put it in my schedule book to mark when I accomplish things. And I think having that is less expensive than having to go I don't know, like have some what do they call it, intervention situation, or the go cope with it in other ways that adults cope with things. I'm not trying to judge, but like there are other ways people cope with things as adults when they can't handle the stress. And I feel like it's like I don't want to list things because I don't want to sound like I'm judging people who use those things, but like the stickers cost like $3 and I can get like 50 stickers, you know what I'm saying? This is fine. Like I think if I pay $3 for 50 stickers and I put a sticker down every time I do something good and it makes me happy, then so be it, you know what I'm saying? And I wish I had learned those types of things when I was younger, so that when I was growing up as an adult and I had like difficulties, like stressful situations, I can remember like, oh yeah, when I was younger, this is how I resolve those kind of difficult feelings, or help set myself into a state of focus so I can plan things and accomplish things. These are some strategies for that. Instead, I was kind of like floundering and not really like knowing how to like do a lot of these like study skills or self-management skills or like emotional regulation things. And I think those things are very important for people to live healthy lives, like as young children, but also as adults in general. And so I hope that me articulating all these things, like, it's a little bit embarrassing, but because I'm like sitting in my room by myself, like it's not as embarrassing. But like I hope that articulating it kind of gets the word out that sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, even if it seems silly, and then you can eventually like succeed and be happy about the things that you do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I care a lot about. Yeah, I might be learning about steno shorthand machine stuff. I might be like studying French. I might be like learning the cello. I might be playing Final Fantasy. I might be making guides and whatever. And like all those things are fine and fair in my life. But what I care the most about is always learning more about who I am and how to take care of who I am as a person, so that I don't leave me hanging, you know? Like, and because if I leave myself hanging and I don't take care of myself, I'd just be repeating the things that happened to me in the past, and that's just a vicious cycle. And so I want to like leave that cycle and instead thrive and flourish and blah 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 and explore the world and like explore the things that make me happy. Like I feel like that's a more worthwhile use of my time than just thinking back on like, well, yeah, I finished this fast, but are people gonna think that I didn't actually do it well because I did it so fast? I'm just, it's like that doesn't even matter, you know? Like it's a hobby at this point. I'm not gonna make it a career. And even if I was gonna make it a career, if someone was gonna shit talk me that I'm not studying well enough, even though I think I'm doing well, then they're not a very supportive person, are they? You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, this is what happens when you start building some confidence. It's nice. Okay, I'm going to head out, hopefully to get some pie. Bye bye.